folks. How are you doing? Can you hear us now? I'm really confused.
I can't hear anything out of the browser now.
What's
Oh no,
I can.
I've got it muted.
Yep, I can hear it. It's all good.
Oh, that's my bad.
Okay. I don't know what happened to our intro. It all went silent. We could see if we could find another one.
They don't need an intro. They know who we are,
They
what we're
know
doing.
who we are, what we're doing. But it's got the cool music. I'm
It
disappearing
does have
behind a
cool
pop
music.
shoot.
Do I need to move like this way?
Yeah,
Move
that'll
it.
put you in the middle. There you go. You can sit where you like. I could
No one puts expert in the corner.
like move you.
I need to sit like way back here.
Like I
because-
could make you disappear completely. We could just mess
and
with
also down a bit.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, now I've moved now.
Yeah. Hi folks, welcome to Musical Chairs. We're going to play this for 2 hours. When the music comes on again, everybody walk around in circles. Yeah, let's boogie a bit.
Well, I was just very aware that when I was sat, it's like, there's my face. It's like right in the middle. So I
It
need
does
to be
look like you've got like a little orange moustache. Yeah,
I know, it's terrible.
a little orange moustache. You can tell by the fact we're being so daft is because we've been away for a while and we've all forgotten what we're doing. But we're back. And I remember last time we played, we snuck into a science teacher's house. And
Oh god, it was horrible in there.
it was. All the cats everywhere. Bit stinky. What I couldn't remember is when we finally were leaving, did we run away with the notice board? Did we escape with that?
We were planning to, yes.
Is that what we did? So 3 kids ran down the residential road with a corkboard and map under their shoulder, between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure I remember protesting against this.
Yeah, you did, but it was 2v1.
Poor Butch. She's like, no, just let's. All right, run. But also, Christian used the weird stealth radioactive suit in
Yeah,
the
he's
hope
so...
of becoming God Boy.
Yes. Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was
God
God Boy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
God Boy. God Boy. Ba-da-na-na-na.
So, can you please make? And I just need to double check I've got the right stat.
Oh, here we go.
A radiation poisoning test.
Can you just roll body for me? Not body anything else, just the attribute.
Okay, so there's a 2 in body.
Yeah, so you're going to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
I might suggest you want at least 1 success here.
Okay. Yeah, I got a success.
Yes. All right.
6
Cool.
and a 3.
Yes. Nice. 6 is what we're after.
Nice.
So Christian, I assume everybody, we're pegging it back to the church. Yeah, is that where we're going? Back to our secret Oddsock base?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. To stash our ill-gotten map.
Notice board.
Notice board with pins. It's pins and free string, man. Stationary. Pegging it, which is a very northern description for running as fast as we can, down a ginnel, which is a northern description of alley, back to the church. There's no different word for church in the northern vocab. Is there? Have I missed one? I don't know.
Prayer house.
Prayer
What's
house.
it? Prayer house.
Prayer out.
God botherers or something. But yeah, we did that with a cork notice board covered in a local town map, lots of pins of different colours and some string. And we're going to charge back to the church and stash it and the stealth suit and then go home because it was getting on quite a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, because it was the last thing I did at the end of the session last time. Like, we've gone into what's his name? The science teacher, Doldrum.
Doldrum,
That's it.
Yes.
Mr. Doldrum.
We realised that Mr. Jordan's not there,
Mhm.
and it looks like his house is abandoned,
Mhm.
and all the cats are left there, and it looks like he left in a rush. And we also found that he's got these weird links to this other organization, DART, and he might be potentially a spy or being spied on. Do you think we should tell somebody that he's gone, or do we just keep it between us? Like, he could be in danger. Like, I know he wasn't the most interesting teacher, but we don't want him. I'm worried that robotics class might get cancelled.
Well, mate, everybody supposedly everybody thinks that, as we found out from the school secretary, that he's like run off with some woman, some floozy, and if they hear that his house is just a mess, they might think, oh, he's just a slob, and he's left to run away with this floozy. I mean, we haven't found any evidence of any, struggle or anything that might make us think he was dead. Really, just a house that he clearly didn't care about, that he left a while ago, and now he's gone. I mean, that doesn't say death or even injury, really.
It just seems a bit strange. If you think that we should leave it and not tell people, then that's fine. I'm just worried that we might get in trouble if we don't.
I didn't say we shouldn't tell people. I just say we can't go in saying we think that he's dead. All we're reporting is that, yes, he does seem to be gone, like people think he is, which people might be like, so what?
What do you think, Butch?
I'm trying to think how we could word it, because we've got.
We had to ask about homework.
Yeah, it's
the door was open.
We looked in, and there was no, like you said, there's no couldn't see any reason why. Everything was where it should be. But it looks like he's abandoned his house more than he was. Maybe he fled because he was in fear for himself, or maybe he had to I don't know. It seems like he was in the middle of doing something and then just had to up and leave.
Yeah, I remember there was a suspicious space on his dining room table, wasn't there? Of all all the stuff. So.
But his car was still there, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
He's just up and.
So if he's gone with a load of stuff from his table, so like research notes or equipment or whatever, if he didn't go in his car, he's gone somewhere fairly close, because he won't have. So wherever he's gone must be close by. Maybe it's on the map.
Maybe. Have a look at that, see if it can work out anyway.
If there's any pin on it that we don't recognise.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to sit down and study the map?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. So there are a couple of coloured pins in the map and a bunch of string attached to some of them and not to others. There are yellow pins and blue pins. Christian's house is a blue pin, strangely enough. Preston's house...
Oh yeah, we definitely vote Conservative.
Preston House is a yellow pin. Butcher's Farm is not on the map, or not got a pin on it. It's probably just on the edge of the map. And then out in the woodlands, in the loopland, is a green pin. And that's got like a couple of bits of string sort of stretched out to different points on the map. Kind of, maybe 3 or 4 of them, and they're just sort of hanging around of a couple of different lengths.
Does the green pin look like is it just completely in the wilderness? It's not like someone's house or a farm or a factory.
It does, just like on this map he's got of town, it is just like woodland on it. It's not marked out there. But
maybe he's got like a secret base like Batman. Maybe that's his like science cave.
Maybe. Do you think? The question is, like, why is he gone?
Well, if he's a spy, maybe he got rumbled and he's fled to his like secret lair or something.
He definitely has a bat cave.
He would
might be a cat cave.
A cat cave.
Na 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 DCMRA QB strike.
Technically, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, how close do you have to be to get copyright strikes on that?
I don't know.
Can you just do the entire theme and at the end go Catman and it's different enough?
Oh, let's not even try and push that button.
Yeah, I think we need to go and investigate.
The way I'm thinking for this is, so we have the suit that's come from Meg. Is it Meg?
Yeah, Meg's dad.
Yeah,
Yes.
Meg's dad, who left left Rinsky Energy, went to the competitor, and we've got Doldrum, who is spy, or he's definitely a spy, and he may be having spy games played. And he's I think he's been spying on Rinsky. Well, we know he's been spying on Rinsky Energy people with cats.
Yeah, we saw loads of printouts and stuff all over his house as well.
Yeah, we saw the cat looking in the window of the guy with the same blueprint.
I think that he's in league with Meg's dad, and he's getting insider information on Rinsky for the competitors. So I don't know whether this technology's come across because he's managed to steal it from Rinsky and given it to his dad, or whether his dad's already got this technology. And they're trying to sabotage like all the loop stuff, like all the farms and things. They've got this
all the math stuff. Yeah.
Yes, why would her dad give her this stuff? Like, my dad's not going to give me an invisibility suit.
I don't think her dad did give her it. I think she stole it. Didn't she?
She said that her dad gave it her. Said don't worry, it's from my dad. And she didn't sound like she was really proud of breaking stuff. She'd have been proud of stealing it I'm sure she'd have said something about that. So I reckon that her dad's, so long as she's breaking in her own way the Rinsky stuff, like the loop stuff that's going around, that helps the other competitor, the other people. What were they called again?
Dart.
Yeah. Brett's got it.
So if, but I don't know.
Have you ever seen Holy Grail, Martin?
Yeah.
You know the bit where Bedivere is trying to work out whether they're a witch or not, and he goes, "If she floats, then she's made of wood, and if she burns, then she's weighs the same as a duck." The convoluted explanation you're going through right now, trying to piece it all together, just reminded me of that.
Because we are so the same as a duck,
and she's made of wood.
Float. And then she's made.
And therefore, she's a witch.
And then everybody just pelts her with rocks. Yeah.
So the idea is that somehow a Dart agent decided to sabotage math equipment by giving his daughter a stealth suit so she could pretend to be a witch. But he got that information on how to build the stealth suit because a science teacher from the local school used cats to spy on people. That's what we're going with.
Well, no,
we've come up with less crazy things.
I mean, there was the devil duck a couple of weeks ago. Demon duck, demon duck.
We know the science teacher goes around a lot, so we might have met up with this guy at some point, especially if we met him in a foreign country and he's talked.
Yeah, we've got from his house that he travelled around the world with.
So maybe they made like a, he's paying him. Actually, can he afford to go on all these holidays?
Not on a science teacher's wage, no. That's why he's a spy.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he's a spy.
Yeah.
Right. So he's been paid off. I think he's been paid by this guy from Dart to spy on Rinsky, to give him information on them. I don't know whether that's. I think the suit is just him using his daughter's obsession with breaking Rinsky stuff to his advantage. I don't think he got that. Maybe he didn't get a suit from Rinsky, but he's definitely using.
The thing I don't understand though is like my dad doesn't let me use any of his stuff Like,
No.
and he wouldn't even think
Well-
about letting me use a stealth suit. So why would this girl's dad let her run around with a stealth suit? It just, and especially if
It's
people are
really
getting
dangerous.
if people are getting sick, surely he would know that it
Yeah.
makes like that. Rich got really, really ill, didn't he? So why would you give something you knew was really dangerous to your daughter? That's why I thought she'd stolen it, because I think maybe
Maybe he's just not a nice dad.
maybe
It happens.
yeah, maybe he's just inconsiderate.
Now, my dad lets me work on some. I'm not allowed to work on. I mean, I will be soon, but like currently, I can't work on any like the harvesting machines because they're super dangerous. I only get to work on like the plovers and things like that, and some of the tractors. But a suit machine that's like. Just saw the Geiger count. It was off the charts. It was just. It was
Yes.
like it would have exploded if it could. I don't know. It seems.
So
I don't
at
know.
least
maybe
10
it's a nasty-
bananas.
At least 10 bananas. 10, 15 bananas.
I know.
But it's like maybe he's just really nasty, or maybe he just has like maybe I don't know. Maybe he's warned her. Maybe she knows, and she's not used it.
What reason would?
I don't know. It's just...
Do we know Meg's dad definitely works for?
Maybe he's spiteful. Maybe he's like, you fired me. I'm going to get my daughter to get people in her cult to go out and break your stuff.
Did we know that he's been fired from Rinsky and Math, and he's,
Well,
or is that just what we think?
that's no. I heard. Oh, what did I hear?
Do you want to make
That's
a
someone.
connection roll? See if anybody does know about Meg and her dad and her father and stuff. And I'll,
I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I can help you remember.
What role would that be?
connection.
I think it was.
No,
was it-
contact,
Contact.
charm.
Part of me-
Yeah, that's it.
Part of me
Contact.
feels like it was Chris's character who mentioned the connection, but as in like
Yeah,
the
Chris
guy.
knew them. Chris rolled to recognize them.
Yeah,
and
yeah, from the
got,
church and
like-
stuff.
8 natural 20s, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you were the one who was like, "Oh, I know that guy." He's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
think you did.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got contacts. I can roll that. I don't...
I don't know anything. That's all I know.
There's my.
Like I know people, but not really in context. I just know faces because they've either been
Yeah.
to church or around church or something to do with that.
Can I? Shall I do a roll to see if I can remember, like, make the connection to?
Yeah,
this,
so it's
see with
heart
Dad?
contact. Heart contact.
And who's actually able to tell me on this?
I mean, I can aid you. I've got contact 1, so you can get a dice from me if I can
Yeah.
talk to you about, try and jog your memory.
Right, have a try. I got 2 6s.
2
Hey.
successes. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So maybe it's taken a little while to connect the dots or realize, or now you're thinking about it and you're talking about it with Preston and stuff. Meg's dad and Meg's family are a little bit exciting in that they've had a divorce.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Gossip.
yeah, gossip wise kind of thing. So maybe that's why Christian isn't allowed to know them. Because they have broken the sacred bond of marriage and had a divorce. So let's not mess with that. So in terms of like what's going on, like Meg's dad doesn't live in town anymore. He's split up with Meg's mum. Meg's mum probably, I don't know, still cleans at the Loop or at a, has a couple of part-time jobs and that kind of stuff. But Meg's dad has gone. There's all kinds of gossip that you've probably heard, like maybe Butcher's dad or Grandpa Frank has seen Meg's dad in the working man's club kind of thing, drinking quite a bit, that kind of stuff. Or he's always on the lash, always having a bevy, or what other euphemisms we use for basically a bit alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
So we remember those kind of things, and eventually after the divorce he just left. So maybe he's gone to work for a star, or maybe he's just gone to live with other relatives, or either way, he's left Meg and her mum in town, and that's kind of what we remember, or we get. You got 2 successes, did you say?
Yeah.
So if you want to ask one more question about Meg and her family, you're very welcome to.
Did she? No, well, actually, I guess it's more of a question of remembering what she said. Trying to think. What do we want to know about her family? Because the immediate question I was thinking was, like, do I remember her specifically saying her dad gave it to her? But I think that's not the right context for this success. So, we know they. Do we? Because we've known the science teacher quite some time.
Yeah, he's probably been there for a good couple of years now.
Do we remember the relationship that he had with, like, what kind of relationship did he have with the father or the family? Like, do we remember him, like, any sort of instances
as
of them
far as you know,
interacting?
like, Meg maybe went to science club, so Butch might remember, because obviously she's a couple of years older than you guys, so Butch might remember her on the way out of science club when he was joining in science club, or in the middle of that. She was, you know, she's probably got a photo or something on the science club science fair wall or something with, you know, whatever little robot or something that they were making at the time kind of event. So she went to science club. I don't think there was anything big, or, you know, like Meg's dad never came in and did a talk, or there was no sort of like and there's not like Butch's family, one of, like, his dad or his granddad have been like, oh, so your science teacher getting bevied with that, you know, none of that. So I think I don't think there is or at least as far as you're aware, a connection other than Meg liked science club as well. And now you think about it, it's quite odd that Meg is like preaching witchcraft and the old ways and, you know, all this kind of stuff when she's got a picture on the wall with a robot in science club. Why? What is, you know, that strikes you as odd now you think about it?
Yeah. I don't know whether you guys remember Meg used to be part of science club. I never remember seeing her dad there.
It was, if she was part of it, it was before I came.
And yeah, it's a hazy memory because I was only just starting. But she's acting really weird because she was really good at science. I think she won a prize. That's what she's on the wall.
It seems like she's trying to disrupt the science that MAF are doing. So the agribots, the tractors and things like that, she's trying to break things. And a really good way of covering that would be to pretend like, oh, this newfangled technology is encroaching on the spirits of the woods, and to make out like it is witches, and to make people scared of embracing the new technology and things. So I think she's trying to break stuff and stop people using the technology. I don't know why, but that's what it feels like.
Why she swung so? I wonder if she's hanging out with the father a lot and he's said something, maybe, or whether she's.
I don't
mother,
think.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think she's doing things that seem like her parents would know she's doing it.
You think she's?
I just know my dad wouldn't let me get away with this kind of stuff, and unless, like you said, he is a really evil and doesn't care, and is using his daughter to be nefarious. In which case, why isn't he doing it himself? Why has he just disappeared? If he was that invested in breaking things, why has he just left?
Maybe you're right.
I don't know.
I can't. Everything I think of always seems to fall down when I think about like why would, like, my dad, like I said, your dad's not going to give you something that dangerous. Especially, they're going to know about the sickness. So
I think.
does she? You reckon? I'm coming more on the fact that to rend your side actually on this, maybe.
What if? Right. Hear me out on this.
No. Oh, every good idea starts with "hear me out on this."
Yeah.
Like, I like to imagine at this point, Preston's got his hand on the pinboard and like a pen, and he's wide out. You know that GIF of the guy,
Yeah,
who's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
with all the
Guy from
strings
Sunny,
everywhere,
yeah.
and that's
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and that's what Preston's like. He's like, "All right, listen." And everybody's like, "Okay."
Okay.
Ah, Preston.
I
Let's hear
am
it.
a teenage girl. Just imagine I'm a teenage girl. And
Second.
my dad is a really good scientist, and I'm a really good scientist, and I share that with my dad. Suddenly,
Yeah.
my dad leaves, and I'm upset and angry and scared, and he just goes away, and he represents science to me. So I decide, because I'm angry and scared and upset and mad, and teenage girl, and girls are a little bit odd
Yeah.
and strange, and their brains don't work properly. To hurt my dad, who is science, by hurting science, and so maybe she, I don't know, steals his machine to
Yeah.
get back at her dad. Maybe it's just this whole thing is just daddy issues. That's the line I'm on. I think maybe she's just doing it like to try and get her dad in trouble, or maybe if it's his invention, and she's like, "Yeah, Dad, this will show you leaving me. Now look what's happening. I'm setting fire to tractors and causing witchcraft." And maybe it's that. Maybe she's just being crazy. Because I can't think of a logical reason why anyone would get poisoned to death by radiation, other than hormones.
So,
And my dad's always saying that at certain times of the month, my mum goes a bit crazy. So maybe it's something to do with the radiation. I don't know.
All women in the Lancashire Loop are exposed to radiation once a month, and it makes them go a little bit crazy. Fact.
Oh God.
so,
Right.
right. So if Maggie's like just sort of being angry at her dad, I don't know how she's got this suit, but she somehow managed to get it from her dad, or he's left it behind when he's absconded or
left.
something.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so she's gonna be. Gosh, I'm like.
I think we might need to either talk to Meg
They
or
still
some
have
of
a
her
suit.
friends, or listen to her, or try and work out what kind of mindset she's in to see if she is just crazy.
Well, we've got. There's Jodie and Olivia that we can talk to as well.
Yeah, I mean this might be just me simplifying. Yeah, that's new word.
Sympathizing.
Analyzing and simplifying. Simplifies. What is a convoluted plot involving mind reading cats and space worms? But
I mean, it was much simpler when it was mind reading cats and space worms. Now we've got emotions and a girl
Yeah.
involved.
I don't understand it anymore.
It was
I'm on board
easier
with
when
space
It
worms.
was ducks and
Yeah.
all that kind of shenanigans. So what's the plan? Like, it's getting quite late in the afternoon. It's probably like you can hear the Zumba class in the church hall. Not Zumba, whatever. Mr. Motivator's exercise class or whatever they have. You can hear them finishing, which means it's probably quite late.
We're gonna need to get back soon.
Mm-hmm.
We need to work out what do we want to do when we're next free. Then
I think we need to go and investigate the cat cave.
Yep.
we don't know where the cat. Do we know where the cat cave is?
The strange green marker on the map that we don't know where it is. It's just in the
Oh.
books.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize about
And
that.
And also, I think we need to speak to Meg or find out people who know Meg and see if we can find information about whether she has a difficult relationship with her dad or whether she is just crazy.
I need to go check the tractors and stuff to make sure that someone who's been invisible hasn't tampered with everything.
That's probably a wise idea. It's like check them almost every morning.
We've got one suit here. I know they've got another one still available. I don't know who's got that.
Yeah. So when you was at the tent, it was like recharging or something.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. One was out with Rich, and the other one was recharging. So they've only got one, so it's going to slow them down, at least. Which means I don't know what they're going to do next. I don't know whose farm they're going to go after. They've already been after the Hattersons, so I'm hoping they don't go back there again. I might mention something to my dad to see if I can get him to look over the Hattersons stuff. We'll see. I'll have to see what happens when I get back home. But so we'll go on to this green marker then next time.
It depends whether we think that the path we should follow is, again, it's the branching path of which way in the dungeon do you turn? Do you follow the case of the missing scholar or the possessed Medusa? Which one is it?
I honestly don't want to look at Medusa right now. Please, let's go to the emotionless building.
Yeah. That's logic dictates. Let's not deal with girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Plan. All right. So we make these plans, and then we quickly kind of stash things. I know it's our secret hideout, and no grown-ups can get in, but I think we were still like hiding the suit under prayer mats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
And stashing. You know, you could probably put the notice board with the map, like slide it behind an old bookcase or something that's in there, and not have to look any further at it, or not have anybody stumble in and see it even. And then we make our separate ways home.
Yep.
As quick as we can. When you get home, Christian, I mean, you're just in the nick of time for what would be the opposite end of breakfast, like the formal tea.
All right.
You're just in time.
I thought you meant something else when you said the opposite end of breakfast.
No, the opposite end of the day.
Right, yes.
Breakfast with the clock ticking in the background and the newspapers and that kind of stuff. And then evening meal. Sometimes if your whole family is at home, you all sit together, probably in silence, and eat the tea and don't discuss anything because your dad is probably under the Official Secrets Act and can't actually discuss anything with anyone. Except when you get home, and I imagine you've had to do a little bit of running to get there, your mum sort of brings you in, and it's an unusual situation. She's like, come on, Christian, I have... And she likes bristles, kind of, food in the kitchen for you.
Yeah. That was weird.
Yeah, she's not comfortable at this casual dining trend kind of thing.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a normal uncomfortableness. Okay.
Yeah, just the normal one of her having to do something not proper, I assume.
Yeah.
And as you walk past like the dining room, you can hear your dad's voice in there, talking with two other people. There's a female voice in there and a male voice, and they're having a discussion, and you can hear it's a serious discussion. Voices aren't necessarily raised, but they are like voices of authority. Like these people are all in charge of things, so it's none of it is like, oh yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full. Like everybody, it's a proper. It sounds like when 3 or 4 teachers get together and talk to each other. It sounds like that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And she leads you into the kitchen, and on the you've probably eaten here quite a bit yourself, but this is now like laid out properly, so there's knives and forks and stuff all laid around like it would be on the table. And there's she takes your tea and takes the cloche, the things that go over the lids of things.
Yeah.
And she takes that off so your food is still warm.
Lovely. Just as I expected it to be.
Yeah. And she sort of sits there with you, and she inquires, how was your day, my dear? Did you how was your day?
I have to say, yeah, it was all good. Walked home with Preston and Butch. Went to try and stop in on the science teacher to ask about some homework, but he wasn't in.
Well, it's
yeah,
okay.
no, it's been a
Science
good
is
day.
not that important a subject. I'm sure you'll be fine if you don't need to dwell on the...
But I still want to get good grades, though.
Well, yes, grades are important, but if you need to perhaps focus more on another subject, I'm
Yeah.
sure your father and I... Well, I'll talk to him. It will be fine.
Okay. Cool. That's good to
Especially the
know.
biology classes. I'm not... Maybe... Yeah, she's not a fan of science, it seems. That's good to hear that you're taking your studies seriously. Is there still a maths test at the end of this week?
Oh, yes, yeah, but I think I'll do okay. How come we're not eating with father?
Well, I know we try to keep to a number of rules about work and study at home and in the dining room, but unfortunately there's a very interesting, important, I should say, event, set of circumstances, and your father has had to hold a meeting here at home. A number of folks from your father's work have come to speak with him. I'm sure it won't take long and we'll be able to see your father before you go to bed, but I am sorry we're eating here in the kitchen. And is it Maria, the help, the maid? She's just sort of like cluttering around in the background because there's not enough space in the kitchen for two people to try and sit formally at a counter and also do dishes and stuff. And she's just sort of like, I'm on the clock, but I can't do anything.
Huffing and puffing.
Yeah, not necessarily huffing and puffing, but just more like, well, I can only clean the fridge 4 times and I can't go in the dining room and I can't go and clean the office because that's always locked and I can't go and clean, and yeah, maybe she's just like, right, well, I'll go and clean the bathroom again, and heads off to do that kind of thing.
I mean, I could ask my mum what her day's been like. Have you had a good day today, Mum? Has anything happened here at home?
I've been volunteering. I saw Father Joyless, Reverend Joyless, today. He seems in good spirits. It's exciting to see that the classes, the church hall has been booked up every night this week. It's good to see our flyering has worked with the community groups. That's very good to know. It's exciting that we are almost 53% funded for the church roof, and she just goes on about all the charity and all the funding works and that kind of stuff, and it's interesting, but also like there's barely a change from things from yesterday. Last time you told me we were 52% funded on the church roof, kind of thing. And so she happily makes small talk for a while, and eats food. By the time pudding comes round, they're still talking in the dining room, so you still have to sit here in the kitchen and
Can I not go to my room?
Well, you can't go until you've finished your meal.
Oh god, that takes me back. Jesus. Yeah, okay.
So there's quiet and strained conversation for a bit, and then you just sort of
can I hear any of the conversation?
You want to try and sneak up to the go and maybe in the front room and put your head to the thin wall, or
yeah, let's give that a try. I may as well try and find out, because
Sure.
this is unusual and different. I feel like I'd be
exciting.
naturally curious. Sneak. My sneak is 5.
Yeah, it would be sneak, yes.
Nice.
Oh, stop! Oh, damn it! Can I use a luck point?
Of course you can, yeah, if you want to use a luck point. They're your luck
luck.
points.
So lucky.
Lucky little Christian.
2 successes.
Wow. All right. So it's hard to make out. One of them is talking something about a PR, and it's not very good. And they can't believe a local rag is going to have this PR. It sounds a bit confusing, like the terminology and stuff they're using.
Yeah.
The other voice wants an actual update on these projects and how are they performing. And another one wants to know, do we have any information about who this person is and how they could have... have they got any dirt? Is this person dirty? Perhaps they, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Is that why they need the rag?
That's why they need the rag, probably.
Yeah.
I love that we lean into this naivete of Christian.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're talking about there's some kind of press release, some sort of PR. The local rag is going to use it tomorrow, and they need to get ahead of it. Can they find any dirt on the person? Do we know what's going on with these other projects in the purview of the release and that kind of stuff? They've been what would it be? Upper management are still deciding on an official statement, kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you have any questions you wanna ask about this?
I mean, I suppose my question would be like, do I hear any specific names?
Yeah, I think it would probably ring out. You hear the Hilton girl.
Okay. The Hilton girl. Cool.
Is that Meg?
All I know is the Hilton girl's dirty, and we need a PR to clean her up.
Yeah.
And a rag.
If we get a good, if the rag can do it tomorrow, then she'll be clean.
Yep.
Because our PR is not good enough to do that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. It's like Preston has twice, not Preston. Christian has twice, I'm Preston, heard things and rumours and then come back and gone, yeah, this is what I heard. It's complete nonsense.
Butch has to peel out the truth.
Yeah.
And then Preston has to just calm down and not go to the other extreme with it.
Yeah, about the school band running off with the school teacher.
Yeah. So that you kind of hear, and as you're sort of pressed to the door, Maria comes downstairs, and she looks at you as you're listening and at the door, and she just tilts her head and kind of don't do that. She doesn't drop you in the trouble. She doesn't drop you in it, but
she's on my side.
She is on your side, but also she knows if the door opens, you're in a world of doo-doo.
I know we said that Father Reverend Joyless was meant to be my anchor, but I feel like Maria is becoming my anchor.
Yeah, it's trade.
She's like this sympathetic character that recognizes this poor child does not stand a chance growing up in this incredibly oppressive household.
Yeah.
And is just doing what little she can, but everything she can to try and just give him some kind of normality.
Normality, some niceness, yeah. But yeah, she looks at you and kind of don't stay there too long. And she
you
goes,
little scamp.
Yeah, she goes down into the kitchen, and you can hear her rustling around in cupboards under the sink, probably looking for more bleach or the secret tequila she stashed. Yeah. Me and James on the same place there.
Yeah,
straight to the whiskey.
Straight to the vodka. But yeah, so yeah, you kind of pick that up. When you get home, Preston, there's a couple of people at home. So I think perhaps maybe the last week you were showing some folks around, some new folks from Germany around town, or at least the kids and that kind of stuff. I think we said, and and a few of them are in the kitchen, or maybe they're in your father. Actually, your father's got his own den, hasn't he? This place where he watches European football and drinks Pilsner.
Imported beer,
yeah, Pilsner and stuff. And I think you can hear like there's 3 or 4 of them in there, and they're all obviously all talking in German, which is easy for you to understand because you too are German. And then in the kitchen, there are like their wives in there talking to your mum. And it seems very tense and very upsetting in here. Very there's like your mum is sort of trying to make light of a situation, and you can feel like the room in the kitchen is like trying to look on the bright side of life sort of thing. And where they're like, well, at least you won't have to put up with more Faulty Towers jokes. I mean, we've had them quite a bit.
Okay.
And at least you probably still got options on the flat you left back in Germany. When you head home, it'll all be okay. And that kind of stuff. It won't be too big. It'd be like it's been like a little holiday. That kind of stuff, and that kind of thing. And you can hear, like, you don't have to make a sneak roll in terms of this, because it's a real heated debate from the gents, and they're like, well, I didn't share it with anybody. I've been following the protocols and the procedures. Why do you think it's me? I've been here for that kind of stuff. And they're all sort of bickering among themselves. It's clear, like, your new friends who have come from Germany and been here maybe 2 or 3 weeks are now being returned to Germany unhappily.
Okay. I obviously think that they've been accused of spying because the printouts have gone to Mr. Doldrin, and they think that they've shared it to them. So I just want to try and just keep an ear out I kind of want to use the fact that I'm overlooked by my father generally in my advantage.
Okay.
And go and get my Atari Go and plug my massive 1980s orange headphones in, but not put any sound on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then kind of go sit in a corner in the den, because he'd just look at me and be like, whatever. He's
got more. Yeah. Okay.
He can't hear anything, and he wouldn't think twice about me doing that because he ignores me anyway. And if he thinks, oh, he's got his stupid computer on again, he won't hear anything.
Yeah.
But I want to sit with kind of just pretending and listening and try and see if I can hear any specific details about what's been shared or when or that kind of thing.
All right. So make a charm roll to come across as this unassuming young boy in his own world with a...
Don't look at me.
With a 5e... No, not a 5e, a 3.5 player's manual on his lap kind of thing. You're using your iconic item, so you can have +2 to that. Because you've got your Atari Go there. It's helping you. And try and sit and ignore.
With that, I get 1 success.
All right. So what are we trying to hear out for? What's specifically going to make Preston like sit very still and pay attention when you hear a keyword?
So they're talking about information being like leaked, basically. I want to see if anything I've read in the ASCII drawings or the printouts when we were at the teacher's house, or anything I've seen on the screen, like, I don't know if it's like Project Alpha or whatever, is what I can hear. Like if they say, oh yeah, the details of this specific design, and I'm like, I saw the outline for that in this schematic, so then I'll know it's definitely information that was spied upon potentially by a science teacher or cats.
Or cats, yeah. Russian spy cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think your ears perk up when one of them says so one of them says the Mystic Project, which you remember reading something in the schematics. One of them says something like, "Look, you guys are the only folks I spoke about Mystic Project with. I worked from the office. What's Christian's surname? Do we have one?"
Sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah.
I don't think we've thought about it, actually.
Well, you need one.
Is it something like Jones, Smith?
Is it divine?
Yeah, it needs to be something something ridiculous.
Periwinkle Jones.
Cuthbert Smythe? Bouquet?
Yeah, well, a bouquet's a decent one. Makes think of Hyacinth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is very much your family.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm not saying yeah like that because I'm thinking it'd be good if we could think of something. I'd never even considered it.
So whatever Christian's name is, you hear them kind of say, I showed Mr. Christian's surname.
Mr. Insert name here.
Insert name here, yeah. I showed him all the connections and the setup, and he approved and signed it off. I've not, and the rest of the gents there are all like, yeah, I did that. I signed the forms and showed the things, and I wouldn't ruin this project. It's a that kind of stuff.
Do I get a feeling that my dad is in any kind of trouble, like we might get sent home, or is it feels like he's kind of placating other people? No,
it feels like as you were all like the expats kind of here, you've all came from, and they've all probably worked at same places as your dad. Perhaps in some way he's recommended that they, a referral kind of thing. And this is more like, look, you've worked for them for a while. Tell us, what is this? Is this just like a negotiation tactic? Is this just like, what's going on here? What, and that kind of stuff.
The perfect surname.
What?
It's Christian again.
Christian.
It's Christian. They really, really wanted to nail it home with me.
Because you're named after your dad's father, who was Christian.
Exactly.
Christian
I've probably got a
Senior.
middle name of Christian as well.
Christian. Christian, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Christian.
Yeah.
Go old school, like Abraham, Noah, Rachab of bows kind of thing. Like,
used to know a guy called Jonathan.
Oh wow! I used to know a guy at school who was called William Williams. And I thought that was unusual punishment.
Yeah.
But he was called Bill. Surprisingly, Bill Williams. So yeah, it's more like they've cut, because obviously there aren't that many German nationals living in the town. This is like, we've come round here kind of thing.
Yeah.
To vent, to check in, they've probably signed secret attack stuff, so there might not be many other people that they can actually have this kind of conversation with.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on. So you've seen the words Project Mystic or the Mystic Project or whatever it is in the printouts with some ASCII art of what looked like, I don't know, circuits or something. Will
I know where the new families moved to? Like, if we were showing them around and stuff and they came to our house, will I know, like, they moved on to, like, Copeland Street or whatever, and that's where they were living?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I would like to, once I get out of here, a different day, go look at the map as well and see if their houses are marked. I'll go do that tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Awesome. With that information, I'm going to go to bed and excitedly plan tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go into the cat cave.
Plan meticulously everything. Pack your shield and your paladin's helmet.
Yep.
And then some chocolate bars, because smiting is hard work. So Butch, while these other two are kind of dealing with adults who all seem to be up in arms about everything. You get back to the farm, and the farm abides. It is what it is. Like, it seems to just continue, and it has to, because that has to be the way.
Yeah.
So you get to your chores and you get to your bits and pieces. You possibly help. Grandad Frank still hasn't found the 1953 Ujima flip made by What's
He's
It
still
and
looking
Co.
for
Yeah,
his specialized tool.
specialized piece of equipment, which is probably just a lump of metal, but forged in a specific way.
Pig iron wrench, probably.
Yeah, probably. He still hasn't found it. You notice or you hear like somebody talk about how they're fairly sure they left one of the charging boxes. You probably got like small power generators or batteries to recharge some of the, you know, like Butcher's bike. If you ride it around too many of the fields, there's a charging thing. You have to bring them in every couple of days or charge them back up, or maybe they have solar panels or something. And you hear a couple of the farm hands, and they're like, no, I left it at the top of the big field, because obviously they're going to they'll have names like the big field, the left field, and then it'll be like the pig field, but it's never had pigs in.
It's never had pigs.
Yeah, you've never been a pig farm. It's just called the pig field. Grandad Frank will just be like, what, you don't know why it's called the pig field? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And be very smug.
Yeah. And they're having this conversation like, I definitely set it up at the top of the big field because I was going to do the route via, and they'll, you know, that kind of stuff. And the other ones were well, you're an idiot because it's not there. And we need to bring them in every day because they're bloody hippies. I've caught one of them trying to steal it a couple of days ago. So we need to fetch them all in. If you've put it somewhere in the wrong, you know, and they're having this bit of bickering about who's the bigger idiot and who's going to have to go and tell your dad they've lost power unit, a generator or something that's gone missing. But aside from that, it all sort of seems to be ticking over. Like, jobs are being done. The little agribot things are doing a lot of the menial, stupid tasks, which means the farm looks like it's going to be actually quite productive. Even before we've got into harvest of summer, and you're like starting to actually think like, I might get a summer off. I might be able to go to scout camp, or, you know, that kind of like, I can hear it, I can hear it, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, when you get inside for tea, and chill, and maybe, I don't know what's on TV in Emmerdale, so your mum can moan about the inaccuracies.
Some farming.
Yeah. You know.
Country File, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Country File. No, that wouldn't. Why are they spending £700 on one of them?
Yeah, that's one I was thinking. Country File.
Yeah. So when you get in for that, your dad kind of sits down next to you, and he's like, Butch, have you made your way through the book? The book for the little robots.
Well, I haven't mentioned it, so yeah, I've some of a big chunk of it. Yeah, I've done some sort of menial sort of repairs and stuff on them, just checking them over.
Well,
it's a big book though. No.
Yeah.
Going a bit roboty occasionally, mine. Turning into a robot yourself.
Yeah, saying we're on the new internet, and I haven't got my extenders. My extenders still locked to the other one, so
oh no,
it does sometimes go a little bit.
Oh no,
Robot Martin. He nods and he's like, you know the Pattersons.
Yeah.
Not the Hattersons, the Pattersons, the other family. Just because, you know, I've only got one set of names and I'm going to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other family. Well, look, the doctor, the scientist from the Loop, apparently she went there and she's talking about taking the bots away, taking it away from them because they're not working on the farm right or something. I was wondering if, because they don't have anybody who could understand this stuff.
Do you want me to go have a look, see if I can fix it for them?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow or at the weekend. Just go over and have a look.
Do.
Maybe, what's the German kid? He seems to like all this stuff too. He was chatting with that doctor, wasn't
Preston,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, he might be useful with it as well because it's all the little, and he does the typewriter gesture, like it's all the little programming stuff kind of thing.
Yes, he's very good at that kind of thing. Yeah.
You can see your mum is just like laughing from the other. Maybe she's gonna back to you all as she's over the cooker or something, just laughing like, yeah. Oh, bless. But you could just go because they do need the subsidy. It's a very good subsidy that the MAF are like in case one of the bots is like listening and going to report in or something, like they're a spy or something.
Yeah.
The subsidy, the MAF, they're very generous for this science project, and they do need it down that way.
I'll do what I can.
He's like, good.
Yeah. None of the farm stuff's been having any issues, has it, at all, Dad?
What's that, lad?
None of the farm equipment's been having any issues, has it? Like ours, you're saying that theirs are having some issues. I don't think any of our stuff has it?
No. There was the little tractor, which is probably giant, that kind of thing. The little tractor, it had a bit of an oil leak, and we had to spend most of yesterday afternoon putting I thought I told you about that. We just had to refit and then refill. It was just like it got snagged on a fence or a post or something. But nothing else.
Okay.
Could have done with it. But those little robots are pretty handy. They've
Yeah. I mean, it's it looks like it's going to be sort of a short summer work from what I can see with what they're doing.
Oh, the joy in your voice, then.
And he doesn't pick up on it. He's like, yeah, we could finally get the pig field returned and all the posting done on and work through that list Grandad Frank started 60 years ago of all the jobs to do. Which
all that stuff.
The joys.
And Grandad Frank is like, he's probably got pulls out this notebook that's been around the farm, is covered in diesel oil, and he goes, aye, and licks his finger and scrolls through bits of paper, takes a pencil out, and he goes, aye, we never did. Still got the fence posts for, that kind of stuff. And
every page that turns, the day gets a bit darker. You're like, oh, no.
But your mum, I think your mum at some point will be like, she'll be like, now, let's not forget, this is Butch's last summer before he's off to become a young farmer. He might want a little time off, and if these robots will let him do that, we should, and that sets Grandad Frank off on the when I was a lad, and that's the rest of the evening, just listening to Grandad Frank rant a little bit and tell old farm stories about how he used to plough the field with his dentures, and he was happy about it.
Ford every mountain as well, climb every mountain, ford every stream just to get to the other end of the farm.
20 miles uphill backwards.
Both ways
on his hands.
Bike now, Grandad, I've got a bike. It makes things faster.
All for just halfpenny.
Yes. No, he didn't get paid. It was for the love of the farm.
Oh, okay.
He didn't get paid for it. And he didn't get to eat. He only got food if he was lucky. It was so
eat what you pick.
Yeah. That fills up the rest of Butch evenings as Grandad Frank has been set off on his when I were a farm lad thing. So that kind of goes on, and as the evening draws on, and your mum comments on home farming or country file and badger watch or whatever is going on. There's probably a debate about whether the badgers have TB or not, and that kind of stuff. It starts getting a little political. you start heading off to bed. You see Grandad Frank head outside with like he's got like a roast potato and a bit of gravy on a plate, and he goes outside and he walks over to the comms tower of the bots of the drones. And he goes outside, and he puts the little saucer with the potato and the gravy on it next to the tower. And he takes his hat off, and he goes off to his shed.
Classic.
What's he doing?
It's for the pixies.
That's sort of like, I'm gonna watch this plate.
Yeah.
It's just like, like trying from a distance. I'm very curious to why he's
run
just put it.
upstairs and watch out your bedroom
Yeah,
window.
what upstairs and like.
All right, yeah, make what do we think? An investigation, isn't it? That's the
Like
skill.
a blind as a bat. All right, investigation. Did I put a point in that? I did.
I think
I remember you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Wise choice.
No successes.
Okay.
All fours.
So we watch for a bit. Your mum probably shouts out like, "Have you brushed your teeth, bitch?" and that kind of stuff. And then
it's been a minute.
And then when you come back and your eyes readjust to the darkness, the plate's gone.
What? What's he done?
Yeah.
The acrobats eat it. Why would the acrobats eat it? That's weird. Okay. Why is he taking food outside? All right, I'll come away from the window at that point, and just sort of resign to the fact I've missed whatever happened.
Yeah. Just be like, no, I don't need teeth. I need to know what's going on. Yeah. And then we go to bed and we wake up. We have maybe a day or two of school and frustration of like, I just need to go and explore and no, we've got this to do and we've got to study for this and that kind of stuff. And that kind of thing.
Is anyone in our school still that could be friends or related or know anything about Meg and Jodie and Rich and all that lot? Or are they all just all of them gone and like little brothers and sisters or anything like that?
You could make a contact. Is it contact or connection? I keep getting the word wrong with this one.
Contact.
Yeah, you could make a contact roll, yeah.
Great.
Use your heart.
Use your heart.
Use your
Preston.
heart.
Surprisingly, James is heartless. No.
No, or at least they don't want to talk to the strange German kid.
Just going like, hello.
Hello, do you know Meg? Hello.
Yeah. No personal interaction skills whatsoever.
Hello. Can I tell you the backstory for my paladin, please? Do you know Meg?
Forest Meg.
Like, no.
No.
I've got science. Bye.
Yeah, no idea.
There is a notable event in the next couple of days at school where there is a couple of teachers. Anybody who's in like science club or had science, Mr. Doldrum as a science teacher, it's explained like in class rather than in front of assembly with everybody, that over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of days, there will be some lovely doctors, some lovely people, and they're not coming in to do any medicine or anything, but we know for some people it's a little bit scary and a little bit worrying when you don't know where your teacher is gone. And we know that in the news soon people might talk about Mr. Doldrum because he's gone missing for a while, and everybody, you know, it's that kind of, they're basically prepping you for, we think Mr. Doldrum's been murdered and this is going to be come out in the paper. They're basically prepping you for that. So the nice doctors and nurses are going to be in school, and if you want to come and have a chat with us, and we'll have juice and biscuits, which perks up like 80% of the classroom, like juice and biscuits. I'll go and talk to nurses for juice and biscuits. But yeah, they're basically like duty of care. Let's prep the kids for a teacher's been murdered and found in, I don't know, a back alley in a Thai massage parlor, whatever nefarious things the teacher's been up to. But that's what those people are coming for.
Wow.
Because that's what would happen. Teacher's been gone for a week and a half and nobody's heard from him. But yeah, they're basically prepping you for that. Do we try and hang on? Do we want to like a whole weekend to escape and like a whole Saturday to go and find out the cat cave? Or do we try and do it after school one day? Or do we not go to school?
The ultimate treason. I don't know if I'm brave enough to not go to school.
I don't know if I could wait. Like, I think I'll be like, we need to. The only action is we need to be bold. We need to be shake off the shackles of society and strike out and be brave adventurers. We cannot be restrained by social norms. We must go forth. We cannot leave a man to languish in a cat cave if he's in a cat cave.
He might be in a cat cave, yeah.
He might have
What
fallen
are you
down.
suggesting, Preston?
What I'm suggesting is that we went to his house and he wasn't there and he's clearly missing, and he's not just gone on holiday or anything, because everyone else, all the adults, are worried that he's missing. So, and we've got a map and it says there's a place in the woods somewhere where he could have gone with all his stuff. And now he could have gone to do some kind of experiment and, I don't know, fallen over and broken his leg or something, and he's stuck in this cat cave. And we're the only people that know there's a cat cave, and we can't leave him to die in a cat cave. We need to be brave. We can't risk his life. And we can't tell anyone that he's there, because then they'd know that we were in his house and we'd get in loads of trouble. So we're the only ones that can do it.
I said days ago we should go to the cat cave. The cat cave.
We've got the secret information and we have to go. It's what's right and it's what's just. It may not be lawful good, but it's chaotic good. we have to go. My mum will not even notice if I'm gone. We've all got, or at least I know if I disappear for a day, teachers aren't going to be that suspicious, because I'm a good kid and I don't think I'll get in that much trouble. And if I just write a note, my mum will sign it without really looking, and I can get off with being sick or asthma or intestinal explosions, whatever I want. So I can get out of it. And I'm sure if you just say you want to work on the farm, Butch, you'll be okay. Christian might have to stay at home.
I'll be fine.
No.
I'll come up with some excuse.
But we need to go. We need to go see if he's okay. I'm a bit worried as well, because from the sounds of it, we might have to have a different cheat here, and I'm not sure I like different change.
Change is bad.
Oh, doesn't like change.
No.
Fine.
Yes.
Oh, they do need me. Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly, we need you, Butch.
You can work on the
baddies
farm.
away.
So in the manipulating our parents scene.
I mean, we're manipulating Butch at the moment.
Well, this is what I was about to ask. Is that Preston making a lead role?
I hope not.
To try and get, because remember when Butch did the lead for Christian, it gave us some extra dices and a little bit more of an advantage and a motivation to do it. So is that Preston making a lead role to try and,
I guess so,
motivate, impassion your friends?
I guess so. I did it without thinking about it, but yeah.
Yeah. So you can make a lead role. And do you want to call on your pride? Because we were talking about that so that'll give you a success. It's one success, and then you can.
Then my 2 dice for lead.
And see if you get any more successes for.
No, just the one.
Do you want to use a luck point?
Yeah, I can reroll both dice, can't I? If I do that.
Yeah.
Let's see how lucky I can get. Oh, 2 successes.
Nice. I just need to double check. So 2 successes will give you 4 bonus dice
Yeah.
for the
Upcoming.
next couple of challenges, especially if any of them involve lying to our parents in order not to go to school.
Yes. That's very useful then.
Yeah. So what
Need to
are
be-
our cover stories?
When are we going, and how long do you think we'll be gone for?
Tomorrow for the whole day.
All Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
Or Friday?
It's maths test on Friday.
Yep.
You
I
can
don't
get a
care.
reset.
You just tell your mum you passed it. It's fine. She'll
Just-
never
we've
know.
We've gone from lying to our parents about skipping school to now faking a maths test result. So our mums are proud.
Just
This is not very
just-
paladin-like.
just say you failed, Christian, and then get a reset, and then ask the teacher for a reset because you were ill.
When's the maths test?
Friday.
Is it in the morning or in the afternoon?
I think we know the answer to that.
Whenever is
It's
most
slap-
inconvenient.
Yes, that's going to be the answer to that, isn't it?
Yeah. Dang
If we
it.
were playing Coriolis, I would spend darkness points to make it there, but this is not a system
Yeah.
that uses that, so we just get overall control.
We have to do it. It's sometimes sacrifices must be made in the name of truth, honor, and the Christian way.
Christian way.
Thou shalt not suffer a man to die by thine own unaction. That Michael 4:17. Read it.
Maybe something else. Maybe. Oh, I should have looked for one. Here we go. I'll look for inspiration. Hang on. Let's look for inspiration.
Dance wherever you may be.
I am the love of the dance.
That applies, surely.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful.
Is he just flipping through this Bible going, no, don't let that one
no.
No. throw that one away, get this next prayer book.
God, definitely no. Sexual immorality. The Lord will rescue me from every evil attack and will bring me safely to his heavenly kingdom. So there'll be evil attacks from all sides, but as long as I believe, we'll be fine. So I'm sure an answer will present itself as we go through this.
I could give you a quote if you want one.
Is it a real one?
Yeah, it's a Zen one.
Oh.
Worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength.
There we go.
Don't worry
Nice.
about tomorrow, because we can be strong and proud and bold. Let's go.
All right. So, what are our cover stories? What are we trying to convince our parents about?
I've just got a maths test. I'm just going to tell them I'm going for a maths test. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, you're just gonna go to school like normal that day, and
That's the plan.
and then okay.
But if you disappear, school will then ring your parents and they'll be like, "But he went to school." Risky.
I don't know if this is gonna work or not.
Would
I'm
your
going to
parents
try,
answer
sorry.
the phone, Christian, or would it be Maria?
Ooh.
Ooh. I mean, Mum is out volunteering all day. And who knows what Dad gets up to because he's so secretive. I think it could well be Maria.
Might be. Are we going to chance it? Is that what we're going to chance?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Good plan. I like it. We'll see how that plays out, Con. What's Butcher's plan?
I'm going to ask my mother
Uh-huh.
because I'm going to basically say that my dad's asked me to help the Pattersons out with this
Their bots.
this problem on the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and that as much as I've managed to get through the book as I can't finish the rest of the book in time depending what problem they're going to have, and it needs fixing this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If I can take the Friday off school to just study this book,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do whatever's needed to catch up, but I need to be able to have that Friday to study this book and
Okay.
fix the problem at the Pattersons.
All right. Make a charm roll.
Oh, here we go. I might need to push this if I fail.
Well, we've got Preston's bonus dice for this.
Yeah, you got
That's
4
true.
dice.
I got 5. Should I? I'll
you
use.
you can surely you can roll and then decide to use them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think we can this time. Yeah.
Yeah?
Bonus dice.
Alright, I'll roll first and then we'll see. I need. I'm gonna need some bonus dice. I'm gonna use 2 bonus dice
All right.
of the 4. We'll see how we do. I'm gonna push.
You can use the other 2 bonus dice. It's
Do you want-
fine.
Yeah, do you want to use the other
Ish.
2 before you push?
Yeah,
Don't
just
forget,
Yeah,
Leave me
Preston-
risking it all.
Preston is luckier than you though. Like in terms of
that's true. Yeah.
stats
come
and
on.
stuff.
Preston's already used his luck points.
Oh, all of them? Oh no.
I'm gonna need to push.
Oh wow! Come
Alright.
on.
Oh my god, pushing 9 dice.
Finger.
4 6s.
4?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
My
Cool.
God.
So yeah, your mum definitely goes for that. She goes for it she's totally convinced.
I'm going to take the scared one, I think, because
Yeah.
I'm terrified that this is going to go wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense. So she goes for it. She also says, just to make sure, she will give one of the farmer hands some extra hours on Friday, so you don't have to do your chores or your farm work either. Yeah, she probably also kind of says, why don't you go and spend the day in the church or something, so you've got a quiet space and we won't accidentally involve you in harvesting or something.
I'm going to talk to Preston as well about some of the more complicated software stuff in it as well.
Okay, yeah.
Because he knows.
She believes you, and you've possibly never been fibbed to by her darling son before.
Oh, breaking your mother's heart.
Yeah.
Well, probably white lies, but never an actual big lie like
Not
this.
a big lie like this. So yeah, she goes for that, and it's all good. Preston.
Okay, I am aware that my mum's going through some stress at the moment with friends moving away and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to lie to her because lying to those you care about is dishonest. And I am.
Do you feel that knife, Martin?
Mm.
You feel it?
Right in the back.
A noble paladin, therefore I can't lie to my mum because I love her too much.
Uh-huh.
However,
There was a betrayal mechanic.
I also know
Uh-huh.
that the quest is more important and sacrifices have to be made.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to lie to the school. So what I would like to do
Ooh.
is synthesize my mother's voice, like by putting my computer over the phone and be
Oh,
like,
is this gonna be?
"Hello,
Hello,
this is
Preston.
Preston."
Can't come to school today.
Yeah, yeah,
Like Macaulay Culkin it with the
yeah.
sort of thing. So you're gonna speed it, or you're gonna speak deep and speed it up, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Like, maybe I'll tell him that Snakesy wants his money back. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take like little recordings, and it for anything that they ask me that I don't have a recording for, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know. I've got to go now. Bye."
Okay.
But yeah, so I would like to use my.
Would you like to use your program skill to do this?
Yes, I would.
I see.
Oh, that's where it all came from. I'm with you now.
I like it. I like it very much. I also it's the shocking betrayal.
2 successes.
All right, cool. So there is an afternoon of Preston like following his mum around.
Ask her weird questions about where do I go to work? School. Yeah, school. Okay.
Yeah, like Mama, what is the English for school?
Yeah.
Kristen, you
What's
know
the
it.
English for not well?
If I and your mum at the end of the day is just like, what are you?
Yeah.
Eat your tea. Go to
Yeah,
bed.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what do? Do you like run around to a phone box and ring from that, or?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll on the way to school, I will try and find a phone box and then sort of dial in and ring the school with this fake message.
Yeah, and against all odds, 2 successes, we successfully managed to avoid school and meet Christian and Butch at the rendezvous for the secret mission.
Awesome.
Yeah,
We're free.
for a day off
It's
school.
better go well. It's better go well, I swear.
I can't
yeah.
see. We must go into the breach, dear friends. We will either be heroes or we will die, hopefully not trying.
Die? I didn't sign up to die.
No, this is Tales from the Loop. Like, people don't die in this one.
I know, but this is where this
Grounded.
speech is going.
Oh, grown-ups can
If I
die.
get caught,
Um,
I'm going to get grounded.
When I say die, I
Of
mean,
forever.
yes, our lives will be over. I will never leave the house again. I'll never speak to you any. They might
I have
even
a
turn off my
slim
internet.
chance of a summer.
Oh God, yeah, Butch should just be never leave the farm for the rest of your life if this goes
Yeah.
wrong.
You know, my mum is the one who is trying to make sure that I get a summer, and I am the one who's had to tell my mum that I have to. In fact, you're helping me. You're helping me tomorrow with the Pattersons.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Because
well, we
and if she
better make
finds
it
out-
worth it.
I don't even know. I'm going to be mucking out the pig farm for 400
the
years.
pig
We have
field.
Pigs.
Well, we should best make this the greatest adventure. If it might be the last we have, let's do it properly, eh? Well, Butch, you have my Atari.
And my axe.
And my duck hat.
Yeah, there we go.
And my wrench.
So let's go to the cat cave, I guess.
All right. So we
Avoiding all main roads.
yeah. I like to think there's probably some sort of drone footage of 3 kids sneaking through. Like, we get a nice shot from up high of the kids.
Hey, can I sit on your shoulders, Butch? Have you got a trench coat? As a
Three kobolds in a
disguise.
trench coat.
You know how tall we would be if you sat on my shoulders?
I'm only very short. It's fine.
Listen, Butch already hurt himself giving you guys a boost.
Oh, that's a
up.
good point. Yeah.
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 It's not going to happen.
I've got some special cream. You want to use
Oh
that?
no, thank you. You did that last
Oh no, we don't want the special cream.
I look at my hand still like fear in my eyes, like. "Ugh."
Yeah. So we have a vague idea of where this green dot, where the cat cave is. And as we head out into the loop land, as we make our way across the area, we can see clearly where I've mentioned the firewalkers, the big drones.
Yeah.
The big stompy robots that patrol the area, make sure nobody's trespassing on loop territory and that kind of stuff. We see like clearly where there's a route of one of them that goes through. There's probably a sneaky moment where we dash across and we make our way into this woodland, and it's quite dense. We move our way through looking for any signs of a cat cave, of a secret hideout, of a strange lair or something nefarious. And I tell you what, let's if everybody make an investigation roll, we'll see who gets the most will be the person who spots it.
Sure.
Okay.
Nope.
How many investigations do I have? Let's have a look.
It's mind plus investigate.
Okay. Oh, I've got a good roll. There we go. A good number of dice, anyway. Sorry, I might not have a good roll yet. I got 1 success.
Anybody beat Christian's 1?
2.
2. Preston, hyper vigilant.
0.
Yeah.
6 dice. Yay.
6 dice, nice. How did Butch do? No,
0.
0. Cool.
I'm too busy looking at these massive prints in the ground.
Yeah. So Preston spots it first, and it's a big white shape.
Cat.
No, big white shape.
Okay.
And as you look a little bit more, you realise it's the side of a white van.
Ah,
Oh God.
just parked
Taking
in
a
the middle
dark
of
turn.
nowhere.
It's got the
My
word
mum's
candy
warned
across
me
the
about
side.
these.
Yeah. Candy, free
Mum's
candy,
warned me about
Candy.
these.
and an arrow. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any symbols or anything on it. It's just a white van,
Just
parked there.
parked randomly in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and you can see it through the trees. So if you guys want, there's opportunity to sneak up. Of course, you could just wander up and dive in.
Yeah, I think all of us are a bit like scared of men and Ven. So
Yeah.
Oh, the men in Ven.
Mhm.
um,
So what's the plan?
how did it get here? What's it doing here?
Hmm?
Unless it's one of those cool things where you open the bonnet and like the stairs into a secret bunker. That would be cool.
What are you talking about?
The van in the middle of nowhere. That could
No.
still be the cat cave. Like if you open the doors, it could be like a static, like as a false opening for the
It's
stairs inside.
Mm.
white van in the middle of nowhere. Well,
So-
in the middle of here, I guess.
And therefore, the likelihood is it's a secret entrance to a cat cave.
I mean, can't you see underneath the van to see whether or not that's true?
I mean, it's in the woodland. It's like further. If
Oh.
you guys are at the end, there's opportunity for you guys to kind of
Do we wanna
army
go
crawl and
close?
sneak up close, or it's not nearby, but because it's white, it definitely
sticks out a bit.
stands out between all the
Alright.
natural colours of the thing. So
Maybe they've got like someone inside listening with radio equipment, like on all those cop shows, like a
Alright.
surveillance van. That would be cool. I think. Do we want to be a bit stealthy?
Yeah.
I'm not very, but we can try.
I mean, I can get to it, but I should be able to get to it. Okay.
But we don't want you going close to it on your own in case one of the men in the van do try and kidnap you.
And in the
All right. Well, if you follow me or Christian, we should be okay.
Yeah, we can send Christian
Oh, thanks, guys.
I mean-
Just throw me into the boat.
Listen, Christian by himself.
under the van.
That's...
Christian.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
I'll-
I think it's one for all for one. We should, if we're all, we should be brave and go together. Much
Yes.
as
But what I'm saying is, follow me or Christian. Christian's good at sneaking in places. I'm good at knowing where to walk.
I'll be at the back.
You
Taking
just
the
bring
rear.
your 3 lightsabers and your tin
Yeah.
hat. All right, Butch, are you making a sneak move?
Normally I have 6, but -1.
Are we all sneaking? Can we assist with the sneak, or is it separate? Or
I think as we're going to do it in bits, and Butch is going to pick out a way, we'll just go with Butch's roll.
that's cool.
So if we want to assist, perhaps we can, but that if Butch has to push, you also suffer the same fate
Yeah.
as Butch.
Nah, you can go. You can do it.
You
Butch,
can
I
do it,
believe in
Butch. We have supreme faith.
We
in you.
believe.
Okay. You believe. Let's see.
you. I mean, it didn't work last time, but
2 6s? Yeah.
Hey, there we
it's
go.
A bit better this time.
All right, so yeah, for 1 success is all you need to sneak up on there, and for the second success, do you want anything in particular, or are you happy with just making sure the others can follow easily?
Yeah, just keep my eye out, see if there's like a... Because I'm really like worried about there being someone there, so I'm going to keep my eye out for like a quick
Get away.
way to run away, basically.
Sure.
So it's like I'm going like the really difficult sort of sneak through, but I'm looking out for like an easy path of least resistance through the tree line.
Make sure there's no secret traps that you could
Yeah.
fall down with pits, and
Yeah,
spikes or whatever it might be.
not like barbed wire anywhere.
Yeah, that wire. No alerts. perhaps.
Log traps and
Yeah,
spike
Ewoks
pits.
live in this forest. So, so we make our sneaky way up to a place where we can see the white van. And almost blending into the woodlands behind it, you can see that there is, and it looks like a bigger version of Grandad Frank's like style of shed. Somebody has bashed a hole in the roof, and sticking out of it is a whole bunch of wires. Some of them connect to what looks like some badly added solar panels. That's the word I'm looking for there. Solar panels. And then a load of the other wires kind of come down into what looks to be an epic version of the Agribots, their antenna. An epic version of it. It's like, whereas the one on the farm probably is as tall as Butch, this is easily taller than the shed that's there. And it's probably as tall as the trees around it. And these honking great wires kind of are connected between the two.
Is this what's controlling the cats? Or is it just interfering with the other stuff? Maybe I went too Preston on that assumption.
You're taking after him now.
Oh shit, do I sound like Preston? Hold on.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's brilliant.
It's huge. Look at it. It's massive.
Why? Yeah. Okay. So.
Wait, no. It would be where if this is where he's marked the cat cave, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this must be where he's got that, because if he's, as I thought, he was controlling the cats to spy on people, this must be where
he's doing it from.
He's doing it from.
I think this is the cat control tower.
Yeah, it must be, especially this big, so it can reach over the whole town.
Mm.
I wonder if he's interfering with the Pattersons, like indirectly.
Well, why him interfering with the Pattersons have anything to do with it? I don't know.
Just because it's sending all these signals out to these cats.
Oh, the signal. I thought you said he was interfering with them.
No, as in like the signal from the towers are doing it.
It's breaking the machinery, maybe.
Yeah, like interfering because they've been not doing the jobs properly.
Maybe. Yeah, because if he's boosting on the back of the signals that's transmitting to the Agribots, maybe that's interfering with their command drives, and that's why they're breaking down on the Patterson's farm. That makes sense. That's the only reason.
We'll be looking at the Pattersons tomorrow anyway, so we can.
Is he like mass radio controlling cats from this evil lair?
Well, van, but yeah, I think so.
A lair is comes in many forms, friend.
The eye of the beholder.
Yeah. So. Oh, but yeah. So maybe he's gone inside to control his cats, and then something's happened. Maybe the cats have turned. I've seen what they can do, and I hold my hand nervously, like they're vicious.
The cats.
Well, maybe we can control the cats if we get inside and can use it.
We can have to see if we can get in.
Yeah.
I'm just worried there might be somebody in there. Put my ear to the van.
To the van?
Yeah, like right up close to the van and see if we can hear
anything.
anything.
Nothing going on in that van. It's quiet.
Is it unlocked?
How'd you test?
Yeah, I'm going to test the driver's side handle.
Okay, so you go over, you test the drive, and the door opens, yeah.
Free van!
I'm going to go
Free van.
I'm going to go to the back of the van and see if it opens up on the back.
Are the keys in the ignition?
No, they're not. You're not driving a van around the woods.
Damn it! Wait.
System...
Can Butch hotwire
it? Possibly, yeah. It would be.
Probably could, but
this could have been our white steed.
A tinker roll, wouldn't it? Yeah, the back door to the van is open. It's empty inside.
So it's just the So the tower is on top of the van.
No,
the
the
tower's in the
tower's
shed next to the van.
next to the shed.
Oh, sorry, it's next to the van.
Yeah, the tower is on the floor, and it goes from the floor to the top of the trees.
Is in the front? Are there any like driver's documents or anything that I could check, or any?
You want to make an investigate?
Just to see if I can see like this van is registered to IP freely. Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Let's investigate the van. Oh shit! I threw my dice at me. That's actually 3 successes.
Wow.
666. It's devil van.
All right, so there is a rental agreement in the glove box.
Mm-hmm.
It's registered to one of the other people in the passports.
Ah. Okay. That Christian found all the pictures.
Yeah,
We
all
didn't
the
find-
extra holiday passports, so you could
Yeah.
go on lots of
Mr.
holidays.
Doldrum's alter egos.
Yeah, it's registered to one of them.
Problems, friends.
Probably like he's still called Jerry or something. Like
Yeah. Every
Dildrum.
idea is
Jerry,
Jerry
Dildrum.
Dildrum, Jerry Doldrum, Jerry Daltran.
Yeah,
Haha, they'll never know.
yeah.
So I find it and go, look, it's his, or one of his very closely named friends.
One of the clones.
So it's one of his spy. His other
Yes,
spy ones.
this is his
alternate
spy
egos.
van. So this must be his cat lair.
But there's nothing in the back.
Well, he's taking it in there, and I point to the shed. Like it's all. It must be in there.
When was the
Wait.
last time he used this van? Can I look around to see if I can see because obviously he has to drive this van here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I look around to see if there's like where the tire marks are and
Yeah, you can see that he's obviously done like some sort of 73-point turns to get it in the right place in this small clearing, and he's come in from around about the other side. So it looks like a route maybe the firewalkers or something patrol. It looks because it's clear-ish.
Yeah.
But he's obviously had to drive a real long way out of town to be able to come around through the country lanes and down some roads and stuff. The outside of the van is, the lower sides where all the mud guards and it are filthy. You better have taken out the advanced cover for dirt on the windshield.
The rental agreement.
Mm-hmm.
When is it dated? Is it like around the time that he disappeared? Like,
Yeah, it's dated 2 days before he disappeared.
Yeah. So I think the thing he had on his table, he's put in this van. I was confused about how he could have got here, but it makes sense now. I thought he would have taken his car, but obviously he wanted to be a bit more
Yeah.
So he's
discreet,
rented a van, drove it here with whatever the stuff he had, and then
taking it into this shed. We need to go and investigate the shed.
let's go in the shed then.
The shed is his cat lair.
Head over to the shed.
All right.
See if it'll
Careful, he'll be in there.
Is there any windows into the shed? Any like little glassy panes?
There are, but somebody's put a newspaper on them.
Foiled.
Not newspapered.
that was really bad, but it tickled me. Oh man. We have to be really careful though, because there's either dangerous psychic death cats that have murdered their master, or an evil supervillain in charge of evil psychic death cats.
And
So-
I'm gonna try at the door.
Did you
See
just
if
do it? Did you just do it straight up? Or are you going to try and?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna yank at it, but
No, what I'm asking is like. Well, I guess what I'm asking is like, are you going to make a force roll and just yank it? Are you going to try and do a sneak roll and open it
I'm gonna
quietly, or
test it first to see whether or not there's any
Whether it's locked.
any resistance to me pulling
it's
it
not
open.
locked. It looks like it's an old it's an old shed like Grandad Frank's, so it's not got like, it's probably got a latch where you could put a padlock or a peg or something through, but it's not got anything on it. No.
Right.
So you could
I'm scared right now. So the thing I'm going to be doing is courage. So I'm going to yank that door open as fast as I can.
Sure, yeah. You want to make a force roll? Let's
Yeah,
see
sure.
how cool or terrible this happens.
Let me to fail. Like, open the door. Oh no, it's stuck. Hang on. Wait a minute.
Bang your head with it.
Luckily, force is my repertoire, so
Is what-
that should be okay.
Is what, butch dude?
I get a success.
Excellent.
Hey.
So dynamic entry like they do in the cool American films is what we're doing here. Like, kapow, go, go,
Yeah.
go, or whatever. I'm sure Butch is a little bit more level-headed than that. But Preston might not be. Oh, yeah. So we
No.
yank the door open.
I'll try and combat roll it and just do a roly-poly backwards really badly. And be like, my neck.
Ow. Injured now. We yank the door open. There is, when we yank the door open, like this faint kind of green glow with twinkling red and blue lights. And as we take a moment to adjust to the darkness of the shed and this alternate light source, we can see it's very cramped in there. It looks like where the hole in the ceiling in the roof, where all these cables come through, they connect into like the mother of all computers. It looks huge. You can see it's got, data banks and twinkling LEDs, and it probably does have like the spinny magnetic wheels, just because that would look pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Going on there, that kind of thing. Maybe it's got like an old phone in a modem cradle or something going on
Does
there.
it basically like sound like the bridge of old Star Trek? All the
Yeah.
little beeps and whirs. And,
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And then coming out of that are another whole bunch of slightly smaller, thinner cables, but still, we're talking like an inch kind of cable to come out of that. And it I don't know where he got it from, or we don't know where he got it from, but there's a barber's chair there.
Okay.
In the barber's chair, with what looks a bit like a colander attached to all these cables and a set of sunglasses, is the science teacher, led flat with this thing on his head. On the floor, you can see that there are bottles of water and stuff, sort of half discarded. The whole front of his t-shirt looks soaked and wet. And as you sort of take this all in, from underneath the barber's chair comes this fat grey cat. And it sits down and looks at you for a minute. And it sort of looks at you a bit more. And then meows.
It's him. He's in a cat.
Have we seen when we were in town? Does this
Pretty
cat look like
horrifying.
the cat that was directing the other cats?
No, but remember there was a cat that was watching you outside Mr. Doldrum's house.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit like that one. In fact, now the light is shining on it. It looks exactly like that one.
Wait a minute.
Did-
I'm gonna go over. Sorry, go on.
I'm just like pointing at the two. Like he's put his brain in.
I think so. Is he? I'm gonna move over to his body and sort of
I try and pick up the cat.
It doesn't want to be
See-
picked up.
see if he's like put fingers to his neck. See if I can find a pulse.
Yeah.
Is he breathing?
He is breathing. Trying to think what would be for a.
Is he alive? Check.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's alive. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely alive. We don't need to make a check to see that. You can take a
Okay.
minute or two and see his chest rise and fall.
Yeah.
He's definitely alive. But when
He's
you
alive.
sort of like poke him, he's barely warm. He's not very warm. His
Ooh.
skin is a little bit sweaty or slick.
Like clammy.
Yeah, clammy. And he doesn't respond. Like, when you poke people, like, are you dead? Are you dead?
Are you dead?
Are you dead? He doesn't respond. And when you carry on doing this poking, the grey cat that's trying to desperately avoid being smooched or whatever it is Preston's trying to do, it looks over you and hisses and meows and then carries on trying to avoid Preston.
He's
Mr.
put-
Doldrum, Mr. Doldrum, come, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just raise a paw if you're my science teacher.
It stops and it puts a paw forward. It like leans a foot forward for you.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god! This is amazing. Also, what do we do now?
I don't know. His body is really not healthy right now.
Mr. Doldrum Katzer,
It's a Tosham cats.
were you pouring water on yourself to stop yourself from dehydrating? Do we need to keep doing that to keep you alive? Can we, if we put you back in the colander, will you go back in your brain? Or will it, if I put myself in the colander, will I go in your brain? Or will I go in the cat's
Preston.
brain? Or will the cat go in my brain?
Preston.
The cat
Yes?
just sort of like, you can tell there is like, oh god, it's just as bad when you're a cat, kind of.
There is no respite.
There is no respite from Preston's excited, curious mind.
Maybe we need to try and decatify Mr. Doldrum.
Maybe he wants to be a cat, though. Do we have the right to stop him from being a cat? if
Mr.
that's
Doldrum Katzer,
what his
raise
choice
your paw
was?
if you want to be a cat, or
So,
whether you would like to be liberated.
so it meows and leaps up onto this computer tower thing, and does the cat thing, you know, when it leans down and it paws at part of the machine. It's sort of like tack 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 kind of thing, and meows a bit more.
Oh, it's doing a lassie.
Yeah, it's doing a lassie.
Where's the nearest well?
Look at the
Can
part
you-
where it's tapping at.
So you look at the and you probably have to like move a computer, like a side panel or something to pull it down. And you can see that part of this stuff looks burnt and like there's definitely been some sort of
Have there been some kids playing baseball and a baseball's coming through the window? This is the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moment.
it looks like something has burnt out. Like there's been Preston and Butch have probably seen it quite a bit. Like when you put the wrong capacitor in, or you don't expect like one part to provide, you know, to draw more energy, and something's burnt out trying to cope and that kind of thing. And
Capacitors are blown.
yeah, maybe it's one of those illegal dart capacitors he got from America.
Should have used a 4Z80. I knew it.
Yeah.
I saw it on your bench. It's a mistake. Do you think we can fix it for Mr. Doldrum? If Butch, if you can fix the machine, I can just work out the programming. If he taps at the right bits, and we could try and maybe take the colander and recatify the situation. This would be a great journal for Science Club.
I can try and fix it.
You just need to make your engineering check.
Can he do it, Captain?
It depends on what the problem is, but it's something I might be able to turn off and redirect.
Turn it on and off again.
Or
We could salvage.
yeah.
Mr. Doldrum Katzer, are there any spare parts?
So the cat makes like a wail, like a sad noise.
Uh-oh. I think he's got a hairball.
Right.
Yeah, we could try and go back and get some things from his house, or we could use bits from the van, maybe, or
There was nothing in the back of the van that I
His
saw.
van was
no,
empty,
but
yeah.
like there's stuff. I don't understand it, but there's stuff under the bit at the front, the flappy bit at the front.
You mean the engine?
That's the
I
one,
could-
yeah.
If it's got some circuitry, I could do that.
Yeah, do we want to
mean,
make a
the van's-
calculate roll to try and work out if we can fix it here and now, or what we can do to fix it? Does
Just go.
All right.
deploy the nerd?
1, 2,
Deploy
3,
the dirt.
4, 5, 6, 7. May
Tell
I
me
be
it's possible,
assisted by
Alden.
Butch?
Is
I
Butch gonna-
will assist you.
Yeah,
I will
you'll
use my
be able to assist
I'll
that
use my
kind of thing.
mechanical knowledge to your electrical, to your software knowledge.
Christian will pray for guidance.
Yes.
1d4.
Again, that's the devil's roll 666.
Wow. So it's not too hard to keep Preston focused and work out. Yeah, so bits of it have blown. You don't think from a vague knowledge of vans, Preston, and maybe Butch. That's where you help out. Like there's no spark plugs or bits and pieces in the van that will help. But 2 more questions about it in general, with your extra 2 successes.
Do we know if there is anything that we saw in his house that looks like a replacement for anything we can see that's burnt? Like, if there is if it's the batteries overloaded, did we see spare batteries? If it's the capacitors that were overloaded, did we see any of that? Or do we think that if we go back and raid his study that we could maybe podge something together?
If you were to take stuff from his house to try and fix it, it wouldn't be a very stable fix. Obviously, he's not included those parts in the machine because they're not up to whatever he wants to do. So you're gonna maybe have to look for something alternative to maybe something in Science Club, something somewhere else.
The stealth suits. Do we think the stealth suit might be able to pull stuff off? And
no, the stealth suit is more.
Dang it.
More about radio. No, yeah, it's not the same sort of radio frequency manipulators and communications.
What about the robots? Butch, your robots in the book. Look in the book. You've got the book with you. You said you want to study it. Maybe there's something in there. The parts, the ingredients, the technical specifications in your agribots. Maybe there's something we can borrow off those that'll fix it.
Possibly.
This is the same kind of similar kind of broadcast tower as the one at your farm.
Right. The thing I'm thinking is that we don't want to just fix it as it is because it's blown as it is. We need to fundamentally fix whatever problem it is. I'm curious if we can have it running, find out how it works, and cut out, because it's controlling all these cats. If we can cut out some of the cats that aren't Mr. Doldrum, we can reduce the amount of power it's using, and then maybe just remove the bit that's broken and rewire it just to work off of that.
Do you want us to go kill all the cats?
I didn't say kill the cats.
You said remove all the cats. I don't.
From the signals.
Okay. I was a little bit worried where you went there, but.
I'm sorry, you broke the GM. Just like this little weird German kid who loves being a paladin is like, shall we go kill the cat? With his lightsaber or something. He's got a screwdriver because he's been digging in the side. Like, should we go kill?
I don't know, I'm very literal.
I love it, but also it's such a creepy little.
I'd like to try and fix it.
Kind of catser.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I'd like to try and fix it by downgrading it, basically, by making it so it doesn't need the part that is broken.
Okay.
If that's possible. I don't know if that's even possible, so I'd have to see.
We can ask.
Can we? Have we still got any asks left?
Mr. Dalton Katzer, is it possible?
The cat makes like a sort of pained, waily meow, like meow.
He doesn't know.
He's a bit like, well, no. But this is like you're the only people with opposable thumbs nearby, and if I tell a grown-up, they'll know I'm a spy, and then I'll go to jail. So I have to do with the kids who might leave me trapped in a cat.
I would like to use my pride.
Mm-hmm.
I get this done.
Yeah.
And use it to, even if it's temporary, fix the device just long enough so that it can break off all communication to all the other cats, and that's not what I'm really concerned about, but long enough so that we can get Mr. Doldrum back into his human body.
Human Mr.
Or if it's just basically safely to be able to disconnect the colander on his head.
Okay, so in order to repair the machine to any kind of standard is extended trouble, because there's a few things we're going to have to do for it.
Yeah.
It is quite difficult. This is much more difficult than sneaking into school and stealing addresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to need 9 successes in total. Your pride,
Okay.
Butch, will count for at least one of them,
Yeah. I will use my wrench for this.
which
to get
will
my
give you
bonus
plus
2.
2 dice. So let's work out what everybody's doing here, so everybody can contribute to the saving the science teacher montage. Obviously, Butch wants to do some sort of tinker-based kind of, right, well, if we take this wire out of the control tower and I look at the book on page 73 to maybe bodge with this, so that's going to be Butch's role.
Mm-hmm.
Preston, what are you doing?
I imagine that once Butch is happy with the physical tinkering, and we can get it turned on to the point we can access the programming, the start functions, it would be my job to try and work out how you actually use it, how we turn it on, if there is a way in the code to go like deactivate these 12 cats, release control, reactivate brain transfer. Like, so I'll be doing the, like, once Butch is like, okay, it's ready to try, I'll be doing the kind of, right, activate the GUI, sort of hack the mainframe.
Okay, hack the planet.
I'll
It's
type on 3
Linux.
keyboards at once.
Yeah, okay. And what's Christian gonna do?
I'm going to sit with Mr. Doldrum.
Mr. Doldrum Katzer.
Yeah, Mr. Doldrum Katzer, and I'm going to sort of, empathize and comprehend him as a cat.
Yeah, you could be translating his meows into
Yes,
whether
if
we're
he's
doing the
like
right thing.
indicating, no, don't do that, or
Don't
oh no, yeah,
purge-
definitely that button or that kind of thing.
Purge all memory button.
Yeah.
That one. All right, so we're gonna try and be a cat whisperer.
Because you've had cats in your house. This is your
Yeah,
thing.
you've had nice
Exactly.
cats before.
All right, so who wants to go first? Who wants
I mean,
to
I
make
guess I
their
should
roll?
go first, really,
All right,
considering. See, I've got 3 plus my 1. Should I push and roll the other dice? Let me find that dice where it's just fallen. Oh, I have to push again.
No, you take 4 because we've got to get 9 between us, right?
Yeah, 9 total.
9 total.
So almost half there from Butch.
Yeah. I'm just worried that we're not going to get enough.
Given that you've already pushed and you're already under a circumstance, don't worry about it. If we need to push, because I've got a program 8 roll, and I can still push with that. So I'll take the push if I need to, save you the getting 2 conditions.
All right. I will contribute 4 to this.
Right. So,
Hey, can I hook up my Atari?
you
And
want
then
to
use
use
that
your
again?
iconic item? Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you don't make it, your iconic item might get broken. We might need to find
All
something
right.
new for you.
Yeah, I'm going to interface it because I know its control system better, to try and hotwire it into this machine. So, like, as it's a really complicated, like,
I'll like solder in a. Well, I say
Yeah.
solder in. I'll like, make a thing for you to
yeah,
Wrap it
mass.
with gum wrapper.
Yeah, like mass control. Basically, I'm just hot patching my visual interface of up, down, left, right, A, B, C, go on top of this massive control system. So,
Sure.
so that gives me 2 extra dice, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yep.
So 1, 2. So I get program 3, tech 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 for that. Here we go. Nothing.
Are you upset by this, perhaps, and want to push?
Oh dear.
10 dice, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna push it. That's a grand 2.
2. So with extended trouble, you can push more than once to gain. You can push yourself all the way to broken if you want to carry on.
6. It's leaning on Christy to get 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 5 dice. But I do have some luck.
Oh yeah, how many luck have you got left?
I've got 3 luck left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we? No, I was going to say, can we push after the fact, or am I locked in? No, I'm locked in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already suffering a condition because I've pushed in there.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
If I push again, what happens?
So if you push again in extended trouble, you take on a second condition. So say you've become upset because it's not working the way you want, and you're upset that you might have a science teacher as a cat forever.
Yeah.
You can then also become scared because
Yep.
science teachers can't run science club. Science cats
Yeah.
can't run
gonna
science
do it
club.
again.
So you're upset.
That is
and
definitely the
scared.
worst fear of all the
I'm
things
upset
possible.
that
there.
the fix isn't working and I can't get it going, and I'm getting stressed out that why isn't it interfacing properly? Butch, why is the connection not working? What's going on with this? Push again and get one more success.
Right, so that's three total.
That's-
So now
Yeah, 3.
3
but
plus 4, so
2
7
conditions.
7 of 9 so
I
far.
will be upset and I will take the
Good character, 7 of 9.
yeah.
injured condition of being electrocuted.
All right.
Because as I'm doing it, sparks are flying and I'm like, ah!
All right. So you're watching all this from maybe the doorway. You've got this big fat old grey cat who is panicking a bit at these kids making sparks go everywhere. And you're like trying to keep him calm, but also understand when he hisses. Does that mean they're doing it wrong, or is he just stressed?
Is it one hiss for cut the red wire or one hiss for leave the red wire? I'm not sure.
So we're gonna empathize, aren't we, Christian?
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna get into his mind, understand what's going on, what human left is still in there that can help us out and can convey meaning and wisdom. Plus, I grew up with cats, so I feel very. This is me IRL. I grew up with cats.
Okay.
So
You grew up with cats, not
I grew
not
up with cats,
Christian.
well, I mean, he's had some experience recently, so he's probably yeah. My first attempt, I have got 0 successes.
Oh no!
Look.
So we're gonna push a look. Come on, cat. Mr. Doldrum, sir. Cat, sir.
It's covering you in cat fur. That's what's
God.
happening. No.
No.
No successes.
More luck.
Can you still spend more luck in
Yeah.
extended?
Yeah. So
I
it's
can.
only luck. You can just blow it all
Another
out.
look.
So potentially here, like you could use up your luck and then take 4 conditions. So Christian becomes. So there's another 5 rerolls in potential to get these 2.
Oh, good.
Okay, I've had 1 success.
All right.
Right.
We need
So,
2.
You can-
I
another
can
look.
keep that, and I can push. I can use the luck to push the other 4, can't I?
That's right, yeah.
Right. Okay. So now turn it down to 4 dice. My God, this is. So how many dice have I had so far? That was 15 dice, and I've had 1 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not statistically
Oh God,
friendly.
there wasn't any again.
Oh,
Push.
it's your
Right.
last look, or
No, I'm out of luck now. Now I have to actually push a condition.
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
I'm getting really just. I think like
Mr. Doldrum's getting a little bit.
upset is the. Yeah, he's probably like starts squirming out my hands.
Maybe
It's like
he could scratch you or bite you, maybe if
Hmm.
you wanted to be injured. Or it's so hard, so much
could
effort
just be
into. You just get
exhausted, yeah.
exhausted
right.
trying
Yeah.
to keep this cat still. It's up to
I
you.
think at the moment I'm upset that I'm failing to make this connection.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with upset as a condition. And we go again.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's just 2.
Just a die, just-
Oh, you for friggin' real!
oh,
None
come
again.
on. Mr. I'm getting electrocuted over and over again. Like, come on!
All right,
The
so
final meow. Is it left or right?
okay, so now because I'm upset, he's injured me. He's like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
like scratch me. I don't know. I've
I
got
should have taken the
the hands, maybe
Fine.
even the face.
I got 6 dice as waiting for you.
We go again. A success.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes!
So do you take 3 conditions then?
Two
No,
conditions.
two conditions.
Like,
I'm
like
upset
Preston,
and
upset
injured.
and injured.
Because
Yeah.
what I was going to do after that, if I'd failed again, I would have been scared because this cat has now injured me,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I would have been exhausted because I was trying to deal with this cat, and then I would have been truly broken.
And then you would have been broken, and you had to go
Right.
home and have. But okay, so it's long.
Wow.
It's intense.
Yeah.
Like Butch, there's parts where like Preston is talking in German, probably out of the
Yeah.
stress, and you're just like, "Do you want me to hit it with a wrench? What do we do?" And then you can maybe hear Christian behind you perhaps, I don't know, out of the stress and the upset of it all, maybe like reciting a prayer or a hymn or something to the cat to try and calm it, and that kind of thing
That's when it
going
gets
on.
bitten.
Yeah, and it bites you. You hear Christian like shout. Preston then touches a live connection, and he probably, I don't know, is it unseemly to swear in as a paladin? You say something bad in German, and yeah.
By the skull of Golgotha, that's painful.
Yeah, some sort of big, horrible shout.
No, I'll probably let off just a stream of German expletives. That
Things
nobody
you've
knows
heard your dad say.
Yeah. The secret words that he uses when I'm not around.
When Bayern Munich are not winning.
Yeah.
So Preston's like insulting the ref and the ref's family.
Yeah.
And yeah, that kind of stuff. The computer is a bad referee. Needs to put his glasses on. All this kind of stuff. Be good if that was the English your dad just shouted out. You just decided that's an insult.
Yeah.
You're a terrible ref. But yeah, and it takes a while. It's intense. The cat gets itself like agitated and upset. And then there's this eerie sort of unconscious breathing body in the room with you as well as you're doing it. And lights and things flash. And eventually after a good hour, like this has been a day of fiddling with this machine. We sit in silence for a bit.
I think we do.
Yeah. And then the cat in Christian's arms returns back to frantic, like times 11 struggling, hissing and meowing and generally not impressed to be sat in a child's lap. And it jumps up and it sort of hisses at you all as if, in that sort of stupid mortals, I will remember you and return to kill you. And then runs off into the forest. Just as
Mr. Dalton Catser!
No!
Yeah, just as the colander and stuff that's on Mr. Doldrum's head kind of clatters. And our science teacher very groggily sits up and is awake. And he
Mr. Doldrum human, sir!
And he looks at you all. And he looks at you all and he like rubs his head. And he says something along the lines of like, if your kids have got some chocolate bars in that bag, I'll give you every science award in the school.
I forgot anything.
Chocolate bar.
You give him a chocolate bar, and I think that's where we end.
Yep.
Yeah.
We feed the science teacher. We've saved the science teacher. There's a cat now that hates us and has put us in the book of grudges, and we've all got at least one condition.
Yeah, we got absolutely messed up.
Excellent.
That was really good.
Flip back to the questions page. All right. So some
I feel like a cat is a worthy foe for an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty challenging, really.
Yeah. We have to name him. Old science cat. I don't know. We'll think on it.
Old science cat.
The old
Bitey McScratchy.
Yeah, Jinx. Yeah, good name, Brett. Good name,
Oh,
Brett.
that's Brett's cat that is evil and bites us all the time.
Oh, well, perhaps, yeah. That's definitely appropriate. Jinx. All right, so question number 1. Did you take part? I can see 3 other faces, so yeah.
Yay.
Everybody gets a point. Whee!
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you been in trouble because of a problem or relationships? Yes, I think.
I mean, we've not been caught out or told off or anything because we were good at sneaking ways, but we have had to put ourselves in danger.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think it uses trouble in the term, like we've just had extended trouble
Yeah.
in terms
okay.
of like, have you...
Yeah,
have
we
you
definitely put ourselves in trouble
Yeah.
for that.
yeah,
Yeah. And lying and stuff as well earlier on.
yeah, definitely. Did you use or struggle with your pride?
Yes.
Yes.
Because
You certainly
I
did.
Had to help. I
Yeah,
had to help.
just had to.
That was probably the one that I did. I don't think I struggled with my problem.
Problem or your pride?
No.
Maybe then
Maybe just the truth is out there because I really want to go see the cat game.
yeah, truth is out here. Yeah, that's definitely.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did my inspiring leaders, paladins do the right thing speech to get us all off school.
Yeah. So yeah, I think so. Yeah. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Butch is very good at that.
Yeah.
Butch is very good at that. I like Butch. And I think we all learned something new today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a tad bit.
Just a
Crazy.
little bit. Just a little bit. So as always, it's 5 XP to increase a skill. You can't increase any attributes, and you have to spend something if you would be banking more than 10 XP. You have to.
I'll spend the 5 I've just got to increase something.
I
I think.
I don't know if I just double down on the things I'm already really good at, or try and spread myself a bit more thin. 3's the maximum, isn't it?
I'm going to go higher in comprehend so that I can actually have more dice.
3's the maximum skill point level, isn't it?
It depends on if it's one of your computer geek skills,
Yeah, so
which can
Okay.
go
Your maximum skill is
5.
5, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, that's it. Yeah, but
yeah.
when you're starting, you have to put a certain number of points in the computer geek or the hick and that kind of stuff. But yeah, and none of them can ever go over 5.
I might just. I'm going to put an extra one in investigate.
I'm debating between charm and sneak.
I'm just going to double down on what I'm already good at.
Super good.
Yeah.
I'll put one more. I'll put another one in sneak, and put that so that all my body rolls are the same.
Watch out for my body rolls. That's a very obscure internet song.
It is.
It's great though.
It is. So we'll come back next week, next Tuesday, for more tales.
Awesome.
On Tuesday. Find out what else is going on. What else we've
Yeah.
got to sort out.
Definitely.
What Mr. Doldrum's been doing in a cat for almost 2 weeks now. Is it nice being a cat, science cat? On Friday, Friday at 11, I'm going to be playing some more Coriolis. We're going to try and see if Afra and Ali, the journalists, can escape from the ship that's about to fall into a sun.
Ooh, I think I'll watch that.
That's very exciting. Are you doing anything this week, Expert? What's your stream schedule like?
I am going to be playing some Papers, Please on Saturday.
Oh, that's like you've got to do the. I was watching
Border
the
Guard.
Border Guard stuff. Yeah, that was really cute. And then
It's a really good game. I think we'll finish it on Saturday.
And there's a story in it because I know you had to keep a special thing and look out for somebody coming through, and then they gave you some money or something.
Well, yeah, we got a locket.
That was it. Yeah, it was a little thing on the desk, wasn't it?
And we had to wait for the lady to arrive that was in the locket, and then we had to let her through so she could be with her beloved.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It was really nice. And then you have to check. You literally have to check everybody's papers with the special codes, and then they change the rules every day, don't they?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
get
You
a
know, the
new-
Antiquarians have been like doing horrible things at the border, so they're not allowed anymore. And there's like a disease in some other country, so we have to stop letting them in. And then a diplomatic incident happens, and we have to let everyone back in again. And
Wow.
papers, it's funny, it's weird. It sounds incredibly boring. Like, why would you do administration as a job?
Yeah,
for
I remember a
game?
sitcom where they'd got a VR headset, and in the VR headset was like Office Day. You could go do some filing in VR and stuff like that. It's like, wow, why would you want to do that?
No.
But yeah, we're gonna help a coup happen. We're gonna have a revolution in our country.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I was in,
From
and
the
then
border
there was a bit
gates.
where you put a key in the thing, and then the machine guns came out the top of the border office. It was like,
Oh
what?
yeah, because there's terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
And you have to grab the key and unlock the drawer to get the stun gun out and then shoot them before they can like blow up
Blow up
the border
your
guards.
office, and yeah,
That sounds pretty cool.
it is pretty cool. I was really interested when we was watching it. I was really surprised at how I was a bit like you, James. I was like,
Yeah.
and then no, it's really good. So are you doing that on Saturday?
Yeah, that's Saturday morning from 9:30 probably to like 12:30ish.
Oh, cool.
GMT.
I've sorted it out. So it's got the links in the chat. Am I pointing the right way? No, it's over there. Chat is over there.
I always
over there.
do that. You can never tell.
It's over there somewhere.
So, your stream on Friday, is that 11 a.m.?
Yes, 11 a.m. 11
Cool, I'll
a.m.
watch that. I'll watch that, but on the background while I'm working.
I do. And then, head over to Not a Gaming Expert and watch some Papers, Please, and Saturday morning. Are you up
Sounds
to
good.
anything, Martin? Just chilling?
Running my Warhammer 40k game tomorrow.
Nice. Is that Wrath and Glory or?
No, Dark Heresy 2nd edition.
Ah.
They're fighting. Well, they were trying to get through the final part of the campaign where they're going to go to defeat the nemesis that they have thrice killed already, and he's come back, and this is his 4th time that they're fighting him.
Nice.
Is this his final form, or?
Yes, once they get past the toe section, the final part, which they haven't figured out yet. There's some toe shenanigans going on. They will face him in the final climactic battle to stop him from basically creating a Chaos Emperor's beacon.
Sounds epic.
Epic. Are you just doing real life, James? Is that what you're doing?
I have my wonderful daughter, so we shall probably continue our binging of 80s classic films I'm forcing her to like.
Nice.
So we've watched Ghostbusters, we've watched Bill and Ted. Still not a fan of Gremlins, but she liked Back to the Future, so I'm just going through all those with her. She loves the idea of playing D&D though, so I'm trying to get hold of there's like a children's
RPG Kids or something it's called. Yeah, I've seen it on drive-through. I will hunt out some links and see if I might have it in my library already.
Because we were playing it last night, and she's like, "When do we do a session, Daddy?" So I'm going to try and do some just like interactive storytelling with her, that kind of thing.
Nice. I've found Garblag Games again to go raid. They're playing some Versen, which is the I was explaining to James earlier. Actually, it's like the spooky fae 1930s style RPG from Free League, who I very cheekily said, "Hey, give me a free copy" on Twitter today, and they said maybe. So might have some Versen soon. That would be nice.
That'd
But
be awesome.
we're going to go and give them a raid and say hi to the Garblag Games guys. Thanks for watching. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
End.
Bye-bye.